story is not going to be very interesting, but basically, I'm going to explain the few times I got really, really sick. Now, I wish I could hold up some kind of medal or toot my horn about how amazing my immune system is, but I'm pretty sure it's just average or I'm very lucky. But I very rarely get sick. And I'm talking about sick. Not like sniffle sick, but I'm talking about can't get out of bed sick. And I can only recount a couple of instances of when this actually happened, but these sicknesses are very short, and I can barely remember one of them, but two of them wasn't very long at all. Actually, a little underwhelming, really. But a couple times I actually remember having some kind of strange medical emergency was back when I was at 6 years old. I had to have been at least 6 or 7, I don't know. But what I remember specifically was that I came home one day, perfectly fine from school, and I decided I was going to play on the GameCube. This was the GameCube generation, guys. So I had a GameCube. I don't know if I was playing Mario Super Sunshine or Smash Brothers or something. I'm pretty sure I was playing Mario Sunshine. I'm playing the game, and my mother makes food and asks if I am hungry, and I tell her, no, I'm not hungry, I don't need anything. And she's like, okay, so I go to bed, and I wake up the next day, and for some reason, I am so weak, unable to stand up or do anything, that drinking water alone causes me to puke. I could barely stay standing for more than a minute without feeling I'm going to pass out. Now this goes on for hours. I'm laying on the couch, can't even get up hardly to use the bathroom, because if I again stand up for too long, I feel like I'm going to faint. And I don't know if this happens for hours or days, as I was 6 years old, and now that I think about it, probably a lot of my memory has been wiped for some whatever's going on. But I do remember me laying on the couch, and my mom's like, get in the car, we're gonna go ahead and take you to the hospital, and so they do that. Now this is where the weird memory starts to get fuzzy, because I don't remember them doing anything to me, or telling me anything was wrong. I just know that when I got there, I was put on the hospital bed. I don't even remember being put on the hospital bed, that's the weird part. Them attaching some stuff onto my arms to draw some blood, and they took it to the back, I guess, to get it tested, and then them coming back saying, hey, we need to do some x-rays, and so they put me on a wheelchair, and they wheeled me into this room, this really dark room, and they have me stand in front of this giant machine thing that I guess is supposed to read your x-rays, but they're like, okay, so I'm gonna need you to stand here, and I'm trying to tell them, if I stand for too long, I'm gonna pass out. It's like they told me, don't worry about it, we got you covered. And I'm like, I guess. So I stand up, and like, this x-ray feels like it's taking forever, and my vision's going dark, and I'm struggling to stand. Finally, the x-ray is over, and I sit down, and that's when my sight starts to regain itself, and then they wheel me back into the room, where I lay down on the bed. Some time passes later, the doctor talks to my mom, and then I get sent home with glow-in-the-dark stickers. The next day, I was fine. Nothing ever happened after that. The only time I got remotely that sick again is when I chose to not eat again for dinner. Or something, and then I woke up the next day feeling that exact same weird hungry dizziness. And my aunt made me some cinnamon toast sticks, to which if I tried to eat, I would feel like I was going to throw up, so I didn't even finish my breakfast. But luckily the feeling went away after that. Again, I have never been to the doctor to get this test. Well, I have been to the doctor, but not been informed as to what was wrong. I'm guessing I don't have a blood sugar issue or anything, because I was never admitted with any, or diagnosed with anything. I was never given any medicine. I wasn't informed. I to this day don't know what it was, and it has never happened again. Fast forward to back when I was I want to say 18, 19 years old. I was still in high school at the time. And this is not in any way connected to the previous sickness I just described, but completely different, and I have no idea what it was. It'd be kind of hard to explain this part because the second time it happened, it was around Shark Week, which to you females should understand what that means. The first time that it happened, however, was not a school day, luckily. So I took a shower, I think it was like a Saturday morning, and when I got in the shower, I was already hungry, and I was thinking to myself I'd make breakfast after I get out of the shower. So while I'm in the shower, I feel my stomach growling, or at least feeling very hungry and light. So I'm like, geez, I need to make food when I get out of here, so let me hurry up and finish the shower. The hunger got more and more intense. Like, it felt like it was trying to pull my stomach out of my body kind of intense. Not pain, but just empty stomach feeling. It was so intense, and I'm thinking to myself, what the heck? I cannot be this hungry. And that's when it starts to develop into something else. I start feeling lightheaded, dizzy, and even my vision is starting to go dark. And I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? I need to get out of the shower immediately. But at this point, I'm unable to even function, so I just lay down in the shower. And I think the water splashing my face was the only thing keeping me conscious. But geez, I was really close to passing out. And then when I finally came back, I was like, you know what, okay, I'm done with the shower. So I try to rinse off, turn off the shower, and I step out. And then the hunger immediately transformed into extreme cramps in, like, the pelvic area, or, like, underneath my stomach. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but there. And I don't usually have cramps like that, but this was so unbearably painful. I don't know what was going on. These cramps were just so aggressive. And I just like, yeah, I can't do anything. And this only happened for like barely 2 or 3 minutes. And then I was fine. The rest of the entire day I was fine. Like, I ate fine, drank water fine, didn't even need to go to the hospital or anything. I don't know what it was. Second time it happened, it had to have been like a week or a month later. And this time it landed on a school day. So I'm taking a shower in the beginning of the day. And I feel this weird, light, empty, hungry feeling again. And I'm thinking to myself, oh god, it cannot be this thing again. I don't know what it is, but it better not be that. Of course, the hunger starts getting more and more serious. And I'm like, crap, I gotta get out of the shower immediately. So I hurry up and rinse off. And after I get out of the shower, the blacking out starts to happen, and I need to sit down, because I was told don't stay standing if you feel like you're going to pass out. So I sit on the toilet, trying my best not to pass out, and so I'm doing one of those head nodding things where my head is feeling like a big heavy brick, and I'm unable to keep my head up. And so I'm trying not to like bust my head open or pass out, because I'm thinking to myself, I gotta go to school. Not, hey, am I having a medical emergency? Scream for help. Don't go to school. Screw that crap, because you don't get paid enough for that. Nope, I'm focused on trying to get ready for school. So I finally traversed through that horrible experience of trying not to pass out. And that's when the cramps come in. And I'm sitting on the toilet feeling like I'm about to have a baby, because the cramps are trying to kick my butt in half. And then when that's done, that's when the Shark Week starts. My mom, who's known that it happened twice, fully believes it was because of the Shark Week, but I'm trying to convince her that no, that only happened after the second time that happened. It did not happen the first time. Years later, I'm talking probably like last year, I find out, or at least I feel like I found out, that you're not supposed to take a hot shower if you're hungry, because apparently it makes you faint. So that could possibly be why, but there's 1,000 things that could be it. First off, I have been told several times that either it's my diet or the lack of sugar, because I could be, now bear with me, I don't know the difference between the two, either hyper or hypoglycemic, which is kind of a form of diabetes, but not really. At least that's what I was told. Or I could have been dehydrated, and the several different temperatures of whatever was going on in the shower could have, like, started something. Or maybe I just had a blood clot or something that didn't want to work its way through. I don't know. And it hasn't happened since. Ideally, I should probably go ask like a medical professional what it was, but that happened back in 2018, maybe even 2017, so I'm not that concerned about it. I don't usually have heavy medical emergencies. I do know that if I am in a hot room for too long, I might feel a little faint. I know I absolutely hate washing my hair and my body at the same time in a hot shower, because being in a hot room for too long makes me extremely uncomfortable and claustrophobic. So I want to get out of there. But usually I don't have medical emergencies like that enough to even bring to anyone's attention or be that concerned to go to a hospital to get it checked out. But yeah, I don't get crazy sick that often, and those are just a few instances in which I actually got sick, or at least feeling sick. Do have more, but they're just stories of being sick.